10 things you can't control at a wedding. 10 things that no matter how you try, you can't control this at a wedding. All right, so number one is the attitude of the bride and groom. You know, you can't control anyone's attitude. You know, you can't control someone's attitude. Some vendors always think like every wedding is nice and jolly, and uh, they think they can control it. But honestly, you can't control the attitude of some of these brides and some of these grooms. Sometimes, I'm sorry, but sometimes the groom has a bad attitude, and you can't control that. You just have to work around it and try and work with them. You know, same thing with the bride. Some brides are nice and happy and smiling, and they know how to pose for the pictures and stuff like that. And some brides are just their attitudes. You can't control if they're going to be a bridezilla, so you can't control that. You can't control someone's attitude, you know, so that's important. You can't control someone's attitude. So when you go to a wedding, go with an open mind, you know, go there and do your job and try to be nice as possible, but just know that you can't control their attitudes, okay? You can't control someone's attitude. Number two is the weather. The weather, Mother Nature. You can't control Mother Nature no matter how you try, you know, because most weddings people book like a year before their wedding, 6 months before their wedding. They book a date, they book the venue, they book the vendors, they book all that. But you know, I'm in Florida, and some people think like it's always going to be sunny and nice and everything. But sometimes I've had weddings where it's rained the whole day at a wedding, and we had to move the venue from the location from the inside, from the outside. They wanted a beach wedding, but it's going to rain, so we had to move it to inside. So you can't control the weather. That's one thing you need to know, is you can't control the weather. But if the bride, usually some brides get mad and they catch an attitude because of the weather, but you know, you can't control that. You know, you're not God. You can't control what that day is gonna feel and look like, you know. So just know that going to a wedding, that you can't control the wedding. Number three, how the bride and groom look. You can't control it. Some brides are heavy, are chubby, they got a gut, some of them, you know, and some of them are slim. But you can't always have beautiful brides, and you know, I'm sorry, but you can't, you know. So you have to work with whatever you're given for that wedding. So, you know, always know you can't control how the bride and groom look, you know. The bride might be, you know, cute. She might be average, and she might not be that good looking, but you know, who am I to say this person is ugly or this person is beautiful? You know, at the end of the day, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, you know. The groom finds the bride beautiful, the bride finds the groom handsome. So as long as they love each other, they love each other. You can't tell them, all right, guys, you have a year till your wedding, so please hit the gym so I can get some beautiful pictures. Because, you know, I know we all want to have beautiful brides and brides in shape, but the fact is you can't control the shape of the bride and groom. You can't have them a certain height, certain blah blah blah. You know, everybody's different, so you can't control how their looks. And you know, some brides are like, oh, I don't want to take a picture. This is my good side. This is my bad side. I don't know. I guess everybody has a good side and bad side. I don't know. Some people don't, but you know, just work with them, and just, you know, listen to what they say. If they say, oh, can you please take this angle of me? I don't like this angle of me. So just work with them and just, you know. Number four is you can't control the couple's family. I've been to weddings where the sister is a bitch. The sister of the bride or the groom is being a bitch, and you can't control that. You know, just work with it. You know, family members, they over there taking pictures with their iPhones and their Androids and thinking they're going to take a better picture or better video than you. You can't control that. You know, you can't control Uncle Leroy coming there with his GoPro, trying to do all this, trying to do all that, trying to, you know, lay down and act like he's a better videographer. Like, sit down, Uncle Leroy. Come on, sit down, man. Just sit down. I'm getting paid to do this. Let me take this. Let me capture this. You know, let me take this footage. You just sit down and enjoy. Oh, you record from over there. Yes, Uncle Leroy, we're over there. Leave this space. Let me do this. You know, cake cutting. Let me be over there and take this video. Don't come over there and trying to be in front of me or trying to be right there, trying to use my lighting. Come on, Uncle Leroy. Come on. I'm getting paid to do this. You know, if they wanted you to videograph their moment, they would have paid you, Uncle Leroy. You know what I'm saying? So sit back or back. Let me do my job, you know. So you can't control family members. And I'm sorry, but some of them are, you know, sometimes it's the mom who's acting like it's her wedding. Sometimes it's the sister or the brother who's like, oh, so what camera are you using? Are you using the latest camera? Is it 4K? Is it blah, blah? You sit over there with your Android. Let me do this, okay? They booked me. They didn't book you, okay? So you sit over there. You sit over there and watch how the pros do it. So yeah, you can't control family members. Number 5, you can't control the ceremony. Like, you know, you can't. That's one thing at a wedding that you really can't control. You know, you just have to work around the ceremony and the settings and stuff like that, and try and get the best angle, best view you can get. And that's why I always would recommend that you have telephoto lenses, which means zoom lenses. You know, lenses whereby you all the way out there and you zoom in and, you know, do all that. But, you know, do your best, but you always know that you can't control the ceremony. You know, you can't, if someone's blocking you, that's why you have to have multiple cameras, so you get you know, another angle. If the SD card is full, you can't stop. You can't be like, hey, officiant, hey, priest, you know, hey, pastor, please stop. Let me put my battery so I can record. You can't. So always be ready at the ceremony. Always make sure your batteries are on 100, or at least to whereby you're going to capture the whole 25 minutes or whatever, how long the ceremony is. Especially if they're doing the ceremony in a church, it usually takes longer. So always have your batteries on full in all the cameras and make sure that everything is recording. All of them are recording, you know. And if the officiant is in the way, because some officiants don't know that once they say, I now pronounce you husband and wife, you may kiss the bride. Like the couple is right here and he's standing right here and they kiss. But officiants that do weddings, they know that once they say that, they have to move out the way and let you capture that shot with nobody in the background. Some officiants don't know that. A lot of people don't know that, because most people just have their uncles or grandparents or whoever officiate their wedding. So, and sometimes it's the first time doing it, so they don't know they have to move out the way. So just make sure you capture it good, and make sure you always put those things in mind, that you can't control the ceremony. It's one of the things that you can't control at a wedding, okay? So always make sure, because you can't stop the ceremony at any time and be like, hey, wait, cut. The ceremony is a ceremony. Once you miss it, that's it. You know, so please make sure you capture the ceremony. Make sure you got full batteries. Make sure your SD card has enough memory in it. Make sure for the ceremony, please. You can't control the ceremony. Your batteries die out. Make sure you know, take care of those things. Number 6 is the music. All right, so you can't control the music, you know. You can't control what the DJ plays. And some people think like they're going to go to a wedding and they're going to be playing music that they like. It's not your wedding. It's not your family. Just let them play whatever they want to play. Mostly the couple selects the songs, or they tell the DJ what they want the DJ to play. So you just capture the moment and, you know, don't worry about whatever music they play. Just record it, you know. Number 7, you can't control the location of the wedding. You can't control the venue that the couple book, you know. It's not your budget, it's their budget. They know what they're working with. If a venue is $10,000, it's gonna look good. I mean, I'm not saying all $10,000 weddings venues look good, but the more they pay, I guess the more better the location. But just know that you can't control the location because the bride and groom have their budget, and they're the ones in charge of all that. So just get there. If you could be on a farm with cows in the background, just do your thing, man. Don't be like, oh, why don't you guys book a, you know, a beautiful hotel with chandeliers, with this, with that, beautiful everything. Why don't you guys book a beautiful venue? You can't control that. You are just there to capture, record the moment. So you just know that you can't control the venue. Some couples might be, getting ready in a Super 8, and some couples might be getting ready in a Hilton hotel, in Holiday Inn, the best of the best. And some couple might not have that money to be in those venues, and some couples might not have the money to even be in a hotel, and they're going to be at their house and all that because they're saving up for their honeymoon and doing this. So just know that you can't control the venue, the location of the wedding. So that was number 7. So number 8, you can't control the food. Just know that. Number 8, you can't control the kind of food that's going to be served at the wedding by the location or by the vendors that the couple has booked. You can't control the food being offered. It will likely be like, famous food mixed with cultural cuisines. If it's a Haitian wedding, they're probably going to have Haitian soup, jumu, Italian wedding, they're probably going to have baked ziti. Chinese wedding, they might have some sushi. African wedding, they might have some fufu. You can use your hand and eat. Jamaican weddings, they're probably going to have jerk chicken. So just eat whatever they offer you. If that's in your contract, just eat whatever they offer you. Don't tell the couple, oh, you guys don't have pizza, you guys don't have this, don't have chicken, can I have steak please? Dude, you can't control the food they give you at a wedding. Whatever they offer you, but you can't control the food that is being served at a wedding. So that's number 8. You can't control the food, okay? That's that. Number 9 is sharing the couple. You have to share the couple with the photographer. So this is me talking from a videographer's perspective, a videographer's point of view. You have to share the couple with the photographer. So don't think that you are gonna have the couple to yourself the whole time. Nope. And some couples, I've been to some weddings where some couples are like, after they take the few photos or the few video stuff that you have set up for them, they're like, oh, don't bother me again. I've had that happen to me. Like, a couple's like, oh, don't bother me again. Don't bother us again. I just want to hang out, with my Uncle Leroy and my Auntie Jenny here. I'm trying to, mingle with them and communicate and do this and do that. So don't bother them. Just work with them, and just know that you have to share the couple with the guests and with the other vendors. Just don't hold the couple to yourself. So that's that. You need to know that. Even when you're doing video, just have your time with them when you're trying to, do the highlight stuff, but always know you're gonna have to share the couple with the other people at the wedding. And the most important and final thing that you can't control, number 10, what you can't control at a wedding is time. You can't control time. You can't control time at a wedding. You can't control time in life. Time is just time. You can't control time. Okay? You will never have time to get the shots that you really, really, really want. You won't ever have the time for that, because like when you get, like, you have the coordinator here saying, oh, we gotta make dinner, we gotta, we gotta make it for the first dance, you guys have to go to the cocktail hour, you guys have to do this, oh, why are you taking so long? And then now you're rushing, they're rushing you to do this. So just like, that's why I say, like, get as much footage as you can. That's why I always recommend, like in my other video, I was like, when you get to a wedding, take your establishing shots first. you know, take the whole ceremony, the whole whatever, take those establishing shots before you even greet the bride and groom, or when you go to the reception, if you have time, take all those shots and get them out the way so you have time to make for other shots, because you can't control time, you know, because there's a lot of people always like, you know, they trying to do this with a couple, they trying to take pictures with a couple, they trying to, you know, so always know that the most important thing at a wedding is you can't control time. And I've been to 80% of the weddings I've done, I've never been on time. Like they make a timeline and everything, and we go through it and all that, but at the end of the day, we still don't get to, you know, go by the timeline mostly, especially before the first dance and stuff like that, because everything is rushed, and sometimes the bride is late, the groom is late for the ceremony is a little bit late and stuff like that. So just know that you can't control time, and always try and get as much footage as you can when you can get it. So those are my tips, man. Those are the things that you can't control. So I hope this video was valuable to you, and gave you more insights on the whole wedding business, videography, stuff like that. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and the like and all that. And you can leave a comment if I left something that you feel like we can't control as videographers, vendors at a wedding. Please put that comment down. Thank you, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. And don't forget to like the video. Thank you.